Hello and welcome to day 11 of Roots. Today we will be learning about lines of energy, and I will be using Eric Schiffman's book, Moving into Stillness, to discuss this topic and walk you through some exercises so you understand what it is to engage lines of energy in all of your asanas. So take a comfortable seat and allow me to guide you through this practice that just uses your hand to feel the effects of engaging lines of energy. I'll be reading from Eric Schiffman's book on page 64. Look at the palm of your hand and pretend for a moment that your hand is in asana, a yoga posture. The center of your palm is the center of the posture, and radiating outward from the center, like rays of light from the center of the sun, are 5 lines of energy, your fingers. Now gently, slowly, almost imperceptibly, spread your fingers as much as you comfortably can and stretch outward through them in the various directions they are pointing. Experience your hand as a mini sun and feel the energy in your hand radiating outward from the center of your palm. Keep your hand as relaxed as possible as you do this. Sustain the action and feel your whole hand remolding itself to this new shape, this new energy configuration, by allowing the stretch to penetrate. Give yourself a few playful moments to experience this exercise with your hand. Release the stretch, and then do it again several times. Give this your undivided attention and understand experientially what it means to stretch and relax with intensity. Experience what it means to stretch deliberately and still be as effortless as possible. This is what you will be doing in the various yoga postures. The only difference being that in the poses, your whole body will be involved, not just your hand. You will extend your energy outward from your center in a relaxed manner, in various directions simultaneously, depending on the shape of the posture. You'll sustain the action for the duration of the posture and thereby energize and reconfigure your entire energy field. Now, I'd like to explore the concept of lines of energy further by looking at 3 characteristics that define what a good line of energy is. The first characteristic is being as relaxed as possible. And this comes back to the concept of sthira and sukha, sukha being ease or relaxation. So with each line of energy and each pose we find ourselves in, we don't want to use any more energy than we need to be in that posture. This is doing and not doing at the same time. The second characteristic of a good line of energy is finding the desired intensity for that pose. We want to create the amount of current that feels best in each moment. Again, this relates back to the concept of sthira and sukha and being alert and giving attention to each pose, but not exerting more than we need to. And the third characteristic of a good line of energy is that there is alternating current. We don't want to necessarily maintain the same level of intensity of the line of energy throughout the duration of a pose. Instead, we want the intensity and the current to pulse with the breath. So typically the way we do this is we increase intensity with inhalation, and we release all unnecessary effort with exhalation. In order for you to experience what these characteristics of a good line of energy are, I'm going to walk you through a brief practice. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position and root first through your sit bones so you have a strong foundation set through your point of contact with the floor beneath you. And from this foundation, create space between your rib cage and your pelvis, grow tall through the crown of your head, and tune into your center, your core, where your strength originates from. And from this place in your center, extend one arm straight out from the shoulder and create a line of energy that emanates from your center up through your torso, through the shoulder, and out through the fingertips of your arm. Now, the first characteristic, being as relaxed as possible. Create this line of energy, but do this by exerting as little effort as possible. Now, to create the desired intensity, the amount of current that feels right to you, begin to clarify this line of energy by really pressing your elbows straight, spreading the fingers apart from each other, and reaching long through the fingertips. First, do this by exerting roughly 50% of your energy. Now increase this to 60%. You begin to squeeze and really reach, then to 70%, 80%, 90%, and 100% effort. You're squeezing tight. Now you may experience that this is too much. This isn't really your desired current or level of intensity. So back off to the place that feels right to you in this moment. Now, playing with alternating current. As you inhale, clarify this line of energy, reach long, create as much space as you can with as little effort as possible. And as you exhale, maintain this length, but relax all unnecessary effort. And do this again. As you inhale, clarify your line, reach long through the fingertips, create your desired level of intensity, of current. And as you exhale, release all unnecessary effort. You can relax your arm down at your side. So this is what we are looking to do in each pose we find ourselves in, is clarify our lines of energy, find our desired level of intensity, be as relaxed as possible, and then pulse these two currents with our breath. Increase the level of intensity as we inhale and relax into our line of energy with as little effort as possible with each exhale.